We are closing in on the one-year anniversary of July 16th.
Tonight, we're checking in on a man we spoke with days after the attacks. He heard the first gunfire and took shelter in the river park. Brittany Martin joins us now live with his story. Brittany.
Josh, Kim, Kenneth Toney was in this area of the river park on the morning of July 16th. He says he saw soldiers actually jump over this wall, running to protect civilians from the gunfire. This week, he's remembering the brave acts of those soldiers and police he credits with saving his life.
I'm here a year later, but it resonates in my mind each and every day.
Kenneth Toney was less than 100 yards from the Reserve Center that morning on July 16th.
I was right here in this driveway right here.
Last year, just days after the shooting that killed 4 Marines and fatally wounded a sailor, we interviewed Toney about what he saw.
At the rate that fire was coming, the gunshots, this and that, what was going through my head was maybe this was going to be my last day. And because it was loud, it was repetitive, and it wasn't stopping.
Today, Kenneth says he still remembers the brave men who saved his life. Soldiers taking him to a safe place to hide until the gunfire stopped.
I got to a part where I kind of ran out of breath, but they kept on saying, no, you got to keep running. You got to get to the fence line. So they started running with me.
Kenneth once walked this path every day. He says he's only been back a couple of times since last year. The memories are still too fresh and painful.
Even like today, I can still feel that energy from that day. I still look at this wall right here and see everybody just coming over the wall, not knowing which way to run.
He says the 5 men who died that day are constantly on his mind. His thoughts and prayers are with the families.
That pain is going to come right back, you know, this Saturday. So, I mean, if I can just feel it in me, I can imagine what they're going through.
Kenneth was also a recipient of the National Compassion Fund. That money was raised to help the families of the fallen 5 and those affected by the attacks. Toney says it helped him get a psychologist and cope with what he saw and heard here on that day. Reporting live from the Naval Reserve Center, Brittany Martin, News Channel 9.
Brittany, thank you. Well, there are many events happening across Chattanooga this weekend to honor the fallen 5. For a full list of events, you can head to our website, newschannel9.com.